All right, we are back. We're going to see to the possible conclusion of what is happening with the Sultana. It's like they had this planned out, but realized that Lolorito, they needed Lolorito for something else later, so they MacGuffined him into staying alive. Like right now, what reason has Robin to believe that it's actually the antidote, not a poison, so they can frame the Sultana's death on him? So Lolorito did say he'd go with them as a hostage, so that's what he's counting on. That Lolorito wants to stay alive, because if they go there and the antidote kills her, Robin would just kill him. And presumably, he'd be able to do it before anybody could stop him, because look at the size of Robin and look at Lolorito. Hey, Gary. I hope Lolorito's potion is as effective as he claims. It would appear that the Syndicate has moved swiftly to clear our names. Bartholomew, for one, does not seem remotely surprised by our presence here. Lane General Raban mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will. It's not. You are right. They don't even put blankets on her, but she's just lying there. I guess they probably shouldn't, though, because they are in Ul'dah. It's a desert.
I was having the longest dream.
"'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands. Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she's none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Ul'dah into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Wait, I have it. The Agrius, yes, well. 'Twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Telegi Adelegi and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same." I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves. Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
Speak with Alphino? Didn't I just speak with Alphino? I blush to speak thus of mine in Neurotic turmoil, but the fact remains, there is no woman alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never emerge from beneath the pall of my despair. A brave resolution. The Crystal Bear sure lasted long, yep. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope the Miss Manicut of theirs is nearing completion. I assure you. I, and Ulda too, shall flourish once more. General Raban and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Agiri, a question, if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah yes, of course. You'll be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned that Captain Ilberd's defeat. The only blue uniforms we've seen there now are worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. Oh shit, you're right. BRB is up. Thank you. Hang on a second. Me? I see I am grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank the stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave, Commander. Will you join me, Miro? You will be there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you're present at its end, and I would appreciate the support. Oh, I hope that wasn't up the whole time. If it is, I apologize. Yay, we get to go back to the Rising Stones. It's just the thing we all want to do. More done. So, accidents happen. Hey look, Crystal Braves. So, if you haven't gathered, we were betrayed by some members of the Crystal Braves. You'll be shocked to find out which ones betrayed us. Commander? You're alive? And Miro too. I knew you to scrape through. My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Bah, you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a slight messier than expected, aye, but we was still fighting for freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye! You humbled me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you have a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it over, see, and we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other, and to you. Commander, Alphino, our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others. I don't know who these three are, but yeah, let's get them to help as well. My friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. I played Final Fantasy XIV, and you'll never believe what happened next. That's Miro's next YouTube video title. Maybe. It amuses me that on the first real trial of the Crystal Braves, Alphino is just like, well, that was a waste of time, and immediately disbands them. I mean, he doesn't really have much of a choice. Much of the coin is, much of the Crystal Braves were bought by Lolorito, and much of the money was from Lolorito, so... It's essentially just another token force for the monetarists, so... Excuse me, I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I'm not worthy of their loyalty, Miro. But as Thaliak is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. Ready to fly. If only we could have done something about him. I mean, Lolorito. Yeah. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions we will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Ariange in the Waking Sands and Tataru in Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able. To Ishgard, then. Off we go. Okay, so we're gonna teleport over to the manufactory. Would you date Lolorito? Or would you rather leave him as Lolorito? But no, Lolorito's just like, oh no. Now you can't hold him accountable. Exactly. Nero, how in the heaven hell do you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have, but this moment, completed the Mana Cutter's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments, you should be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might pay a visit to Forton Manor. A dragoon by the name of Astinian was looking for you. Astinian got tired of waiting. Astinian's like, the fuck you guys doing? I've been standing there outside Nidhogg's lair for nigh on a century, waiting for you. So, I really like Heaven's Ward. I really like the story they're trying to tell, but their pacing of the story leaves something to be desired in that, oh my god, there's imminent threat to Ishgard, hang on, let's go solve all these other problems while we wait. Like, they try to manufacture reasons that just don't make sense, and like, yeah, we can't get in to fight Nidhogg. Okay, so we gotta get the Mana Cutters. Okay, the Mana Cutters aren't ready. We gotta go do something else. Sure, but at the same time, Nidhogg's brood is still like, we're just gonna wait till you're done all of this stuff. You have fulfilled your obligations to the Eldons, then? Mr. Totaro has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these Mana Cutters of Master Garlands were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the Eyrie, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Aymeric? I think we have kept him in the dark long enough. Alright. Why did I have to go in here if you're just gonna make me leave immediately? Well, all they did was set something up like how the Mountaineers would have fallen into infighting or something like that. Not the ensuing instability prevented Ul'dah from helping the Ishgardians or something. I mean, they weren't going to help Ishgard anyway, so... And didn't. But boy, did they take credit for the victory over the Steps of Faith. Sir Aymeric has been eager to speak with you. Pray proceed.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the Mana Cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphinaud's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Astinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiamat, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus, you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival? Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, it would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Another thing they could have, I mean, at the end of the day, the result is the same. They got what they wanted out of it. It just doesn't make sense that everything decided to coincidentally fit. I have pricked Master Alphino's pride, I fear, but had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the area. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphino would make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. Into the area. We have tarried here long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the mana cutters. Speak with Sid. Who didn't die? Who are you asking about to engage? I don't know why I thought I'd be able to jump over that fence. Oh no, it was actually his troops, his city was under attack. That was actually true. Miro, old friend, the cutters are ready when you are. The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will tear through the wind barrier like a Cermet drill through a cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is the Garland Ironworks guarantee. You have our thanks. Come, Warrior of Light, the Dreadworm awaits. Yep, it was actually true. The Airy, now accessible. All right, we're going to take a short break, guys. We'll come back. We'll do the Airy, and depending on how long that takes, we may then also cut that recording and then do the ninja quest that's available to us. Though I don't know if this one's going to take us to an area we can't go yet. Unsure. I'll have to look it up. All right, don't go anywhere, guys.